In this presentation, I explore adolescent mother and child experiences in a parent-child music program. I'm Jean Emerson of the University of Saskatchewan. As part of a doctorate in education, I worked with a kinder music educator to develop and implement a music program. I also had assistance from a Cree elder and a Métis singer-songwriter to support the participants of Aboriginal ancestry. My research question is, what are the experiences of adolescent mothers and their infants in a culturally responsive parent-child music program? These programs have been found to improve attachment or bonding between parent and child. More children of adolescent mothers appear to display insecure attachment, and there's been limited research on music programs for adolescent or Aboriginal mothers. This study is underpinned by the theories of positive psychology and resilience. The goal of positive psychology is to increase well-being, and resilience is defined as positive adaptation in adversity. Resilience can be supported through encouragement and providing opportunities for success. And music activities have been found to strengthen well-being and resilience. Aboriginal resilience is affected by historical loss, trauma, and unresolved grief due to colonialism. Despite the lost transmission of culture, singing, drum dancing, and ceremonies are still part of life for Aboriginal Canadian children. Aboriginal authors have stated that music and the arts help keep our spirit alive. Saskatchewan has the second highest rate of births to adolescents in Canada. 40% of low-income adolescents in Canada are mothers, compared to 7% of middle-class youth. Canadian adolescent mothers are less likely than adult mothers to complete high school and go on to post-secondary education. Schools with parenting classes for mothers and daycare for their children can reduce maternal stress and improve parent-child interactions. Parenting courses featuring reciprocal mother-infant interactions most effectively promote maternal sensitivity and responsiveness. Parent-child music programs promote engagement and attachment through reciprocal interactions. Parenting skills are modeled and encouraged. Children's songs are accompanied by rhythmic movements such as swaying and may facilitate motion-generated synchronization of mother and child, stimulating attunement and bonding. In this way, infants learn to self-regulate their emotions. An Australian parent-child music program reported improved parental responsiveness, child communication, and social play skills. The study is informed by the perspective of spiritual feminism. The key components are non-attachment to privilege, awareness of power in knowledge representation, and a philosophy of nonviolence. This is a qualitative case study with a participatory ethos valuing participants' experiences, perspectives, and knowledge. Case studies explore multiple sources of data and allow for extended observation and development of relationship. This study was situated at a Saskatoon Alternative High School over a period of 4 months. 13 young mothers participated with their children, and there were 8 weekly 45-minute classes. The primary sources of data were 3 focus group interviews and ongoing researcher-participant observations. Secondary sources consisted of interviews with young mothers and with the parent-child music instructor, and video footage and photographs taken during the parent-child music program. The listening guide was used to interpret the focus group interviews, and thematic analysis was utilized to examine the other sources of data. Representation occurred through poetry, a video, photos, and a dissertation. In qualitative research, rigor can be established by the clarity of the writing, the significance of the research question, effectiveness of methods, information about the research process and researcher, and the formulation of the findings. In this research, the participants reviewed the data and a peer reviewer examined the analysis. There's been a history of research of violation of trust and unresponsiveness to the Aboriginal community. Aboriginal resilience can be supported by research that respects traditional ways of caring for children and communities and identifies factors that strengthen well-being, such as working with an elder. I sought the involvement of an elder as an advisor for the urban Aboriginal community. Results. The young mothers and children had positive experiences during the parent-child music classes. Mother-child bonding was evidenced by more positive and responsive relationships. Well-being was demonstrated through congenial conversational and mutually supportive interactions between the young mothers. Children's social skills were seen when they were following instructions, learning appropriate touch, and observing and communicating with each other. The research participants mirrored Saskatoon's diversity. Almost half of the children were of Aboriginal descent. The group agreed to include Aboriginal and reggae music along with the English, French, and German parent-child music material. One mother had Jamaican heritage and the others agreed that reggae was fun music. The mothers and children enjoyed the ethnic music, and the mothers were interested in supporting their children's heritage. Enhanced mother-child relationships and children's social skills are resilient protective factors. A sense of community and better family relationships can lead to resilience. Resilience and positivity were seen in the young mothers who considered themselves awesome, doing well despite societal prejudice and financial difficulty. Several elements were at work during the parent-child music classes. Flow occurs in parent-child music activities. The most effective flow activities are multisensory experiences. Group process involved developmental phases that occur in small groups as trust develops. And music elicits synchrony and group identification, facilitating social bonds. I recommend that parent-child music classes be included in curriculum for young mothers and children, and popular music such as hip-hop be interspersed with children's music. I also recommend that future research explore parent-child dyads with self-regulation issues. Children learn to control and regulate emotions through attunement, which may also be supported through children's songs and movement. This study showed that young mothers and their children can benefit from welcoming, informal, positive interventions, modeling and reinforcing parenting skills through a musical program. This research contributes to existing literature by providing qualitative understanding of these experiences. The goal of sharing this knowledge is so that other adolescent mothers and children in a similar situation may benefit. This research is part of a growing movement to work with youth from a perspective of their interests, assets, and resiliency. The study received funding from the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council for a 3-year period.